All right, Adaptive Fitness. Time for day 3 of week 2 of the Adaptive Fitness General Physical Preparedness Program. Today we've got the same 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off rep scheme that we've been doing all this week. We'll be doing it with the squats and the dips today. Conditioning piece, we've got a fast one, a lot of upper body work, and then our accessory work is going to be a lot of core work. We'll introduce a new kind of time scheme that'll take a little bit of getting used to. So first things first, let's get started. Let's actually start with the dips right now. So all this week we're doing 3 rounds, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off of our strength movements. Seated athletes today will be doing it with the dip. We did it last week, same idea. Kind of seated as far forward as you can. Keep those hips up. Arms bend to as low as you can get. And then press all the way up until you get those elbows as straight as you can. If you used resistance last week and you're comfortable going through that full range of motion, then you can use light resistance again this week. So what that looks like, so have just a weight sitting in your lap. And make sure if you're using resistance, make sure you're going through that full range of motion, that you are able to get kind of down so that your upper back kind of touches where the same surface that your hands are placed on. And then for standing, we've got squats. Squats, we had them last week, we had them earlier this week as well. Then chest stays up. If you're having trouble keeping your chest up, keep your face looking forward. Back stays straight. Knees stay pushing outwards. Make sure they're not caving in at any point. Make sure they're tracking in the same direction as your toes. And then ideally, our hips are getting below the levels of our knees at the bottom of the rep. If you can't get that far, just go down as far as you're able to without causing pain. So same deal, that'd be 30 seconds of work, 30 seconds of rest for 3 rounds. If you used any resistance last week, same thing that we've been doing all this week. You can use some resistance today. Just make sure that all the mechanics are still good. Hips go back, chest stays up, back stays straight. Alright, so now we can move on to our conditioning piece. Alright, got another finish the work as fast as we can workout. This time it is push press and high pulls. So we have a couple different options for what we can use for our weighted objects today. So we'll start with the push press, and we'll do seated and standing at the same time. Push press. I'm going to say that there is no single arm option for this workout. So either you'll have to have 2 weighted objects that are the same weight, or you'll have one object that's maybe a little heavier, but you can use both arms for it. So the way that push press is going to work, we had these earlier this week too. You'll have that sitting on your shoulders, And then you can use your legs to push that weight and press it out overhead. All right. And then seated, you have the same option. That way you'll sit on your shoulders, and then you'll just press that out overhead. If using that option, if you have the option to go something with a little heavier for your weighted object, I would recommend doing that. Since when I switch over to the high pulls, I'll be using a different muscle group, so those pressing muscles will be they'll have a little bit of a break. And then once we get back to them, they'll be a little bit rested, so then you can keep going fast, go a little bit hard, have the intensity up a little bit from what we've been doing for the last couple workouts. So if you have two weighted objects, same idea. These will be sitting on our shoulders, and then we're twisting them out. This takes a little bit of extra stability since we have to stabilize our right side and our left side independently. So if we're doing that, I would recommend a little bit of a lighter weight than if we were just using one object. So with the water gallons again, kind of have our fingers slid into those handles. Again, shoulders overhead. Same kind of basic principles as the shoulder press that we've been working on. We don't want a huge arch in our back, so try and keep those hips through and in line with the body. And then when we finish, our biceps are right next to our ears. And then we are able to use our legs to kind of dip and push so that we aren't relying completely on our arms for that entire sequence. And then we've got the high pulls. So a couple different options for the high pulls. I'll show a few different pieces of equipment. I think if you have access to a kettlebell, that's really your best option here. So with the high pull, we'll have our arms fully extended, and we pull that weight so it's right at about our chest. Elbows go up, elbows stay pointed up, and then legs are planted, legs don't really move at all. But make sure, similar to that shoulder press, our hips are forward so that we're not getting a huge arch in our back. We're just isolating those pulling muscles that we have for that high pull. Should be feel that upper shoulder, kind of front of the arm, bicep a little bit, upper back, and then other options for the high pull. The high pull is really going to be just a one object movement. If you have a dumbbell, you're going to want to grip that as narrow as you can. You should have your hands kind of facing up. Grab as narrow as you can. Have those knuckles facing outwards. And then, again, still elbows high. Pull that weight to about your chest. If you have something kind of awkward shaped and you have to grab on the outside, do your best to get as narrow a grip as you can. And still remember, elbows high, that's really the biggest part of that movement. And then seated, same deal. You can pull that, or we'll have our arms fully extended. You can have that on the ground, and then pull that straight up. If you do have one arm that you're really not able to use, same idea. It's a little bit like, same idea as like starting a lawnmower. Keep that elbow up, weights pulling to the, or that weight's reaching the same level as with two hands. But really only do that if you're unable to use both arms. So then the way this workout will flow, you'll do your 21 push presses. We went over those options. Again, try not to do single arm if you're able to. If you have to do single arm, of course, do single arm. But do your best to have both arms working at the same time. If you absolutely have to use single arm, then you'll do 21 on one side, 21 on the other side. And then that would go for the high pull too. So the flow for the workout, you'll do your 21 push press, then you'll go over to the high pull, do 21 high pulls, 15 push press, 15 high pulls, 9 push press, 9 high pulls. Once you're done with that 9 high pulls, you're done. Have a timer going, do it as fast as you can. This can be something that you can revisit later in time. And it's a fast one, it's a fun one. Good arm pump. Arms feel really tight when you're done with it. And then once we're done with that, then we can move on to our accessory work. So the rotating double Tabata. So how this is going to work is it is going to be 8 minutes total of work. You're going to do 20 seconds of work with one movement, rest for 10 seconds, and then move on to a new movement. Do that for 20 seconds, and then you get 10 seconds rest, rotate. 4 total movements, and we're going to go through the whole thing 4 times. So let's just start working on the movements. Let's go standing. Standing is going to be working on the floor throughout this entire accessory work. So the plank knees to chest. We're in our upward plank position, kind of like we're about to go for a push-up, and then we're driving our knees. Our knees touch our elbows, or as far as you can. Just get those knees working. And we balance. The balance work, since we'll have only 3 points of contact on the floor. If you are unable to hold that upward plank position the whole time, go down to your knees and then get those knees up off the ground as close to your elbows as you can get. Ideally, making contact between your elbow and your knee. And then the plank weight pull-throughs. So we'll have a weighted object for this. We're in our plank position with our one weighted object. We'll have that weighted object kind of in line with going right under us. And then once we're in our plank position, we're going to take that opposite side arm and then we're just going to pull it to the other side of our body. Again, if you can't hold that upward plank, go down to your knees and then just keep pulling onto your body. Think of it as you're making a bridge and you're just pulling that weight under the bridge. Plank toe taps. Again, so we'll be in kind of in that 4-point position. You can kind of bring your body back into more of a downward dog position. That'll make it kind of easier to reach back. And then we'll be touching all the way through, hands touching the toes. Again, it's another kind of 3 points of contact balance. Again, if you can't reach all the way through, reach as far back as you can. And if you can't hold that upward plank, go down to the knees and then still reach through as far back as you can all the way to the feet. And then the last station is just a plank hold. You can hold that any way you want. Hands and feet. You're holding this for the full 20 seconds if you can. Remember to keep it straight back. Don't let those hips get too high or too low. Make sure that's right in the middle. Engage that core so you stay straight. You can go down to your forearms if you want a little bit more of a challenge. It's a bit less stress. Trying to use those shoulders to keep you up the whole time. And then, so how this is going to look in total. So one round is going to be 20 seconds of plank knees to chest, 10 seconds of rest, 20 seconds of the weight pull-throughs, 10 seconds of rest, 20 seconds of plank toe taps, 10 seconds rest, 20 seconds of the plank hold, 10 seconds rest. That is one round. You'll go through that a total of 4 times. So now the timing scheme is going to be the same for seated, but all of our movements are going to be different. So first we've got our alternating seated toe taps. So be on the ground, reach forward, touch that toe with the opposite side arm, and then do that for the entire 20 seconds. Again, reach as far as you can. If that's as far as you can reach, that's okay. But work through as much of a range of motion as is possible for you. So now our seated Russian twist. So we'll have our weighted object, and then we're just shifting that side to side. Kind of exaggerate the shoulder movements so that you are actively engaging that core. We have that for 20 seconds. And then reaching toe taps. So this one we'll have our legs extended as far as we can, sit as far forward as you can, and then we'll have kind of our arms raised, reach forward to the toes, reach back up overhead, reach for the toes. Again, if you can't reach all the way to your toes, reach as far as you can comfortably. If you have trouble having your legs extended, just reach forward. That'll be kind of stretchy feel too in your lower back and that posterior side of the body. And then lastly, I'll have another static hold. This one will be an overhead hold. We hold any object overhead. If you don't want much resistance, you can use something like a broomstick or PVC pipe. You can have a weighted object if that's comfortable for you too. Again, ideally, both sides have something that both hands are holding at the same time. You can use 2 different objects if you want to kind of challenge those stability muscles in the shoulders. If you have to use only one, if you only have access to one object and you can only do single arm, do that. If you're able to switch arms, do 10 seconds holding it with one arm, and then 10 seconds with the other arm. And then the timing scheme is going to be the same for that too. So one full round would be 20 seconds of the alternating toe taps, 10 seconds rest, 20 seconds of the seated left and twist, 10 seconds rest, 20 seconds of reaching toe taps, 10 seconds rest, and then that 20-second overhead hold, 10 seconds rest. So that would be one round. We've got 4 rounds total, and then that'll do it for week 2. Be sure to come back next week for week 3. We'll change up the scheme for our strength maintenance, more conditioning pieces, more accessories, and we'll get it all together.